We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, another catch there for Waddle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Herbert throwing again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Allen has it, left side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Herbert now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, here we go. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Wilson on second down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trey McBride, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Kittle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Allen's got it complete. And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert back to the air. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Set. Ready.
Running on first down with Gaskin. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Dolphins. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to next-gen stats. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Now it's Herbert. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Allen has it left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Again, Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
61. That's box. Right. Slipper.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. Here we go. Loaded. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Wilson. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert on first down now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 38, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Throwing, Herbert. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.